Let all rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
Good afternoon or good evening. You are now tuned in to The Idea. The Idea, and let me refresh your memory what the idea actually is. The idea is for you to participate in helping me become the richest black man in America. That's the idea. It's just that simple. The idea is for you to participate in helping me become the richest black man in America, all through donations from you. This is the idea. Now, before you make a knee-jerk decision about the idea, I need for you to actually take 3 minutes and think about what I'm asking you. And right there, I always get that mixed up, but right there is the link. You can scan the barcode or you can type in the URL into a browser and it would direct you to where you can participate. But let me digress and go back. At least think about it. Don't make a knee-jerk decision about it. Think about it. See how it rock. You know what I mean? See how it feels in your soul, in your spirit. And if after you think about it, you don't feel like anything good can come out of it, then don't participate. But even if you don't participate, you can share the link or the code with at least 10 people. You may not want to participate, but you may know 10 people that say, yo, I wanted to participate in this. So this is the idea. You participating and helping me become the richest black man in America. I know how crazy it sounds. I just want you to think about it. Just think about it. Mull it over in your head. And then decide whether or not something good can come out of it. Or, well, decide whether or not you believe something good can come out of your participation. Or you don't think anything good would come out of your participation. But at least think about it to come to that conclusion. Yeah, so the idea, that's the idea. And we're going hard. This is day 3, episode 3 of the idea. And I'm telling y'all, I got so much faith that this will happen. I'm not even worried. But if you're on and if you're watching right now, Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of your screen where you can see the barcode and the URL and share that screenshot with 10 people. Yeah. You never know, man. You never know. You never know. You never know what can happen. You know? I used to be the president. Well, I was the president of the Black Student Union in at Southern Connecticut State University. And I took pride in that, you know, because, you know, I mean, you're the president of an organization and people are not looking up to you in a sense, but relying on your judgment on which way that organization is supposed to go. They're relying on you to direct the organization into a direction where, you know, the organization is going to be prosperous and the members of that organization will benefit from the organization being prosperous. So I took pride in that. I took pride in that, and I tried to do the best job that I knew how. And with that being said, I took pride in the word black. I took pride in being the president of the Black Student Union. That word black was important to me. And as I got older, I realized that the word black, is very important when you unite underneath that. But the most important word of that union's name, of that organization's name, was union. They were a union, meaning they were in unison with one another. You know, we all talk about all the things that happened or all the things that were accomplished at Black Wall Street over in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We talk about how many hospitals they had, how many businesses they had, how many entrepreneurs, and, you know, we talk about all those things. But the major thing is that when money came in that community, outside money, travelers, other cowboys that's running cattle across the states, whenever money came in that community, that money stayed for a while because it got passed down to all those different professions. The meat man, the waterman, the iceman, the dress woman, the barber. When that money came into that community, it stayed a while. And obviously, they had a lot of money coming in that community. Maybe it's because of their location. Maybe it's because of the atmosphere that the town had, that people like going there. I don't know. But I know one thing. Money had to go into that town for that town to prosper. And when it got into that town, that money stayed because it changed hands of the residents before it left. And that's the importance of it. The union. We can be unified in thought. We can be unified in our religion. We can be unified at work. We can be unified in the high school we go to, or the college we go to, or the fraternity that we are involved with. We can be unified in all of those things. We can have unity in all those things. But we live in America, and we need to have unity of finances. We need to have a place that is dedicated to where the finances go into a particular place, and the profit off of those finances go back to the people in some way, whether it be free education, whether it be supplemental health care, whether it be down payment for a house, down payment for a car. But if that money has to come back, because if that money is if we're just making money and it's just leaving our hands, we're not going to get, the only benefit that we're going to get from that money is whatever it is we purchased. So the union of finances, yes, individually, we can go out here and do marvelous things. We can go out here and accomplish marvelous things as individuals. Yes, we can. And there's no doubt in my mind that you can do whatever you put your mind to as an individual. right? But the perplexity in which we face is that no matter what we do as an individual, we're still going to be black. We're still going to be black. So that means whenever I want to start a business, for the most part, if I need a loan, I'm going to someone who doesn't look like me, which is no problem. That's no problem for me. But if I'm going to someone who doesn't look like me and I'm getting a higher interest rate, or they're redlining certain areas of a community off from me, or they're charging me more for a car that that they wouldn't charge someone else, then that's a problem for me. Then that's a problem. And the only way that they're able to get by with that is because we're not unified in our finances. That's what made Black Wall Street. They were unified in their finances, meaning that when finances came into that community, that those finances got spread out through all the different businesses and then left. We don't do that. The idea is saying, for once in our existence as being Black Americans, for once in our existence, let's just do something together. And this is simple. This simple. This is not anything vainglorious. This is a simple thing, but let's just do it together. Whether you believe, I know all the skepticism. Whatever the skepticism is, it's just skepticism. It ain't real. It don't necessarily have to be what you're skeptical about. Like it doesn't necessarily have to, that doesn't have to be the outcome. So it's not real. So the idea is to get us just to get on one accord with one thing, a simple thing, participating and helping make me the richest Black man in America. That's it. So I'm gonna let you sit with that. Take a screenshot of the barcode and the URL. Take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna let you sit with it. And each night, I try to make music. So each night I'm gonna do something different with music. So tonight I got something else that I'm gonna rock with you. So hold that. Think about this while I play this music. Think about what I'm asking you, which is to participate in helping me become the richest Black man in America strictly off of donations. That's what I'm asking you. So think about that. I mean, really think about it. Don't write it off as me being crazy. Like, really think about it and examine the energy that emanates from me when I ask you this, and then make your decision. You got 2 minutes. Okay, your 2 minutes are up. Your 2 minutes are up. So did you think about it? Did you contemplate it? Did it roll over in your head? Just think about it, man. So let's get to this week's greatness personified. Mr. Frederick Douglass. He rose from the horror of slavery to challenge the denial of Black humanity. If I had a picture, if I had to say who were the top 3 most influential Black men in Black American history, he would be in the top 3. Frederick Douglass is arguably like the champion of our freedom, the voice of our freedom. I call him the father of Black nationalism or Black freedom. Him, Marcus Garvey are definitely on Mount Rushmore for me. But Frederick Douglass started a newspaper. He was an abolitionist. He spoke out. He actually met with President Lincoln before signing the Emancipation Proclamation. And Lincoln had informed him that that there was land set aside in Africa for the free slaves, because Lincoln didn't believe that a free colored man and a free white man couldn't live in harmony together. So that's how you got Liberia. Liberia is African, but there were a colony of free slaves that settled there. But Frederick Douglass told Abraham Lincoln, we ain't going nowhere. We just as much as American as you are. We have built this country with the sweat of our backs. We have labored for you for over 200 years. We ain't going nowhere. Where else can we go, actually? Where can we go? For 250 years, you have stunted not only our educational growth, but our growth as a human being on how to socialize with other free human beings. So where would we go where we wouldn't be put in the same situation, cast out at the bottom of the totem pole? If I'm gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole, at least I'm gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole of somewhere that I'm familiar with. So he told Abraham Lincoln, we're not going nowhere. So I don't know how the meeting ended. I would imagine President Lincoln was probably upset that, he had the audacity to tell him what he wasn't going to do. But that's Frederick Douglass. So it is what it is, man. Frederick Douglass, father of Black freedom. Yeah, so this is the idea, man. 30 minutes every night. We're going to talk about the idea. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment. I was going to provide a link for, people to come in and actually go live with me and we can discuss whatever it is you want to discuss. But I kind of decided against that because I have no control. So, I may let somebody in that's just coming here to joke, or like, this is no joke. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I'm not joking. I am totally serious. And I wake up every morning excited to do this. Oh, and make sure you tune in to the BRI on Monday, February 7th, I have Miss Tonisha Coin King. She's a yoga instructor, certified yoga instructor. I went to college with her at Southern Connecticut State University. And, you know, I don't know anything about yoga. So I'm interested in knowing about yoga, and I hope you are too, and the benefits of it. So make sure you check out the BRI on Monday, 8 o'clock, same channel or same network, same time, right? And then after the BRI is over with, 30 minutes later, we're coming right back with the idea. We're going to come right back with the idea. You know, I should make it a hashtag idea. Get some shirts, you know, and all that. Because we're going to do this. We're going to make this the most memorable Black History Month of all time. The only thing that would be able to top what we're about to do during this Black History Month is the creation of the month itself. Right? So, boom. Speaking of Black History Month, I didn't read the whole article, so I can't really comment on the context. But I recently saw an article where the rapper T-Pain said that there should be no Black History Month. I almost kind of agree. I almost kind of agree. Because whether you are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever, if you accomplish anything, then your ethnicity shouldn't have to factor into it. You accomplish that as a human being who just happens to be Black, or as a human being who just happens to be Asian, right? So your ethnicity shouldn't play into it. So to dedicate a whole month that is specifically like geared towards celebrating a particular people, I kind of see like, you know, how T-Pain could say that. But everything has context to me. And once again, I didn't read the whole article. I just, you know, just saw that what he said. So, but everything has context to me. You wouldn't need a Black History Month if the world or the people in the world treated each other like people, treated each other normal. You wouldn't need a Black History Month, Asian month, Puerto Rican Day parade. You wouldn't need any of that if people treated people like people. But because we don't treat each other like people, we identify ourselves as an ethnicity. And I know you saying, well, you know, you're the Black Research Institute. Listen. My whole aspect of what I do with the Black Research Institute is no different from someone who supports someone who has cancer, or if you support someone who has any type of disease, and you give to that charity, or you donate to that charity, or you volunteer your time to that charity because that person is sick. I believe we as a people are ill. I believe we are ill. We don't, and not ill in the sense of crazy or disease. I believe that we haven't been properly taught how to function and move in a capitalistic society. And my proof of that is we don't make anything. We don't manufacture anything. We are a race of consumers. And if you are in a capitalistic society, you can't just be consumers. Not a whole race of consumers. an entire race of people who just consume? No. So we haven't been properly taught how to properly function in a society that operates off capitalism. And if you haven't been properly taught that, then the things that you do within that society are not really you're going to have small victories. So I want us to understand that, like, there's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. And you know how they say on Facebook there or whatever they say, hey, if you see this post, leave me a message. I'm trying to see something. All right. Well, for the 3 people that's viewing this right now, take a screenshot of this and send me a message on Facebook, DCGRFX, or send me leave a comment, leave something in the comment box. I'm trying to see something. Amen. We are trying to make history. And in order for me to do that, or us to do that, I need your participation. So take a screenshot, share it with 10 people, and we're going to build. It may not, listen, it may not look like it now, but it will. Trust and believe me when I tell you it will. 30 minutes are almost up. I'm trying to be more punctual. So with that, I tell you again, I love you. Stay blessed and stay black and stay proud. Of all things, stay proud. Peace.